Okay, so this one's gonna be longer than 60 seconds. There's this idea that I have been wrestling with for a little bit, and I think you've probably seen it spool out a little bit in my stories around posting these Instagram reels. Originally, I thought it was that I felt like I wasn't going into enough depth on topics, and that was somehow cheapening the answer. I am definitely someone who likes depth to information, and so that makes sense. But I was thinking about it more after the video that I posted yesterday about business over quality Facebook ads. And I think, what really bothers me about that more than what they're saying is the attitude. It's this sense of like, you're doing things wrong, you don't know the answer. The ad specifically that I was addressing mentioned you're just buying gear because you're insecure, you don't know how to run a business or something. And it's like preying on people's insecurity to get them to buy your course feels bad to me. I've gone through a lot of that cycle myself of going, I'm just gonna make good work, I'm just gonna make good work, I'm just gonna make good work, and was making good work and got really burnt out and didn't know how to pursue the business side. And so then you swing the other way and you go, okay, quality doesn't matter, let's just do business. And so we'll go down that road. And made a ton of money for a few years and hated the work and felt for me that wasn't sustainable. And so, now I'm at a point where I'm trying to find the middle. And any of these things that I'm talking about are things that I have 10 plus years of experience in mulling over. And I think the thing that I don't like about the reels is that when you compress it into 60 seconds, it just sounds like I feel like I have the answer. And I don't think I have answers. I think I have opinions and experiences. And I am very comfortable sharing my opinions and experiences, but I am very wary of presenting them as answers, because I think we're all on this journey, whether it's me or any of these guys running ads to their master classes, or, someone like Greg Fraser or Roger Deakins or whatever else. Like, you can try and make it about the skill that they have being validation for what they're saying, but I think the big difference is actually just knowing where you are in the journey. If you're starting out and you want to teach people how to start out, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't have a problem with someone who has a smaller business, teaching people how to get out of wedding videos and to make $100,000 a year doing commercials. I don't think that's the pinnacle of what's possible, but it's not about the pinnacle of what's possible. I don't think that anything that I am talking about in here is the pinnacle of what's possible either. I'm not running Wyden and Kennedy, I'm not running Disney, so I have my own experiences and the experiences of being blessed to know a lot of really talented and experienced people, and sort of like coalescing all this information and wanting to try and share some of it, because it's so easy to feel isolated and to just see the ads and to just see the YouTube videos and to just see the influencers and to think that you're not good enough. And I think I've felt that way. I used to see people who were working on, bigger client things in smaller roles and be really jealous. And, I totally respect people who are doing that, but I did some of that and realized I'm not necessarily actually jealous of that. Or I saw people who were working on really big budget projects and I realized that's not always what I want it to be either. And I've seen people burning the candle at all ends to make really creative work, and they're disconnected from their family and they are financially in trouble or in tension, let's say. And like, that isn't really the thing for me either. And so I think I've seen all these extremes and I've not been super satisfied with any of them. And so my intent is to sort of speak to these dichotomies and to say that, like, hey, you're gonna have to figure out what works for you. I don't know that counter-programming is the solution. I struggle with it because there are some people who do that kind of thing and I really enjoy it. Cody Ko is someone who has a way of putting his thumb on internet bull crap in a way that I think is really valuable and entertaining. But he also goes in on like specific people, which I don't know. My intent, I don't have a beef with anyone putting out content. I have experiences that disagree with some of the ideas that get presented, but I don't have anything personal against someone running a production company that, does whatever. If you're taking it personally, that's certainly not the idea. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to close this thought up, but I feel like the thing that bothers me about the reels and that I'm trying to figure out is how do you make something bite size that is full of truth that people can take to add value to their lives and become, find their own path without presenting yourself as someone who has all the answers. Because, my attitude is definitely not, oh, these guys are dumb and I'm so smart and I've got the answers. It's more just being like, I've been there and I've gone down that road, and here's what I found at the end of it. And when you're trying to make a good, catchy metaphor and you're trying to make the idea really click, it's easy to lose that personal experience. And then I think it can come off as prideful, which is certainly not my intent. So I don't know, we'll see. It's part of the process, I guess, but that's what I feel like I've really been struggling with this last week or two.